IVM.
Another movie that's
उसके
been
बाद
announced.
कभी कभी अदिति अच्छा सॉरी
यार कभी तो मूव ऑन करने दो मेरे को.
सॉरी
मैं जो
कोल्ड ओपन मिल गया एडिटर को.
yeah, that's it. Cold open मिल गया.
बजरंगी भाईजान आई फील इज सलमान्स बेस्ट वर्क.
I would agree,
everything
man.
put together
Kind of.
since he started acting.
I fully believe so. One recent development is कि I don't know whether it's a sequel or not, but one recent development is that Salman's next project is with Suraj Barjatia and it's called Prem Ki Shaadi.
Hello and welcome to Pop Rap. And as we start this episode, I only have one question. Don 3 कब आएगा? हाँ? कब आएगा? In the eternal words of Sahil Shah, that is to Farhan Akhtar. Hello guys, I am Antariksh Abbas, joined by Snayhil and Abbas on another awesome episode of Pop Rap.
Hello.
How's it going, people?
I love it जो
Good,
हम खुद
good.
ही सेल्फ प्रोक्लेम्ड ऑसम एपिसोड कर देते हैं ना, मतलब कि हाँ है, हमें पता है, हमने अभी
बोलना
रिकॉर्ड
पड़ता है
करना
ना,
स्टार्ट
special
किया है,
episode.
पर हमें पहले से ही पता है कि ये ऑसम होने वाला है.
Yeah.
Love
Arey,
it.
we to know how awesome we are, how special we are. You know, so we just everything is special and awesome.
Yes, I
There is
agree.
no a year-end special anymore. It's just a year-end episode. Everything's special. Welcome, guys. Snehil, Abbas, how's it going? How was your weekend and such? It's
Weekend?
middle of the week. I don't know why I asked weekend.
It's
But yeah.
Wednesday, I think. It's 10:30 a.m. So
Oh,
I
it's a
don't know.
Thursday, Abbas. It's a Thursday,
Oh,
10
it's a
a.m.
Thursday. Oh, thank God.
Oh, so it is your weekend. You're not aware only. कौन सा Wednesday हो गया क्या? अरे shit. Cool. Okay, so by the way, just before we start, Snehil and I have already talked about it. We have released a video on our review of Rocky Rani Ki Prem Kahani. Abbas, I know you
Yes.
also saw it.
I did.
What
I
do you
did.
think of it?
I really enjoyed it. I found the first half
Yeah.
more enjoyable than the second half. But yeah, this was like Karan Johar finally realizing what his strengths are and playing up to them. So I think हाँ भाई, like you एक होता है ना, एक पिक्चर देख रहे हो आप मैनिपुलेट हो रहे हो, बट आपको मैनिपुलेट होने में मजा आ रहा है. Like I can tell what the beats are going to be,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
Correct.
the beats that are coming. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like
आपका फेवरेट रणवीर सिंह आउटफिट कौन सा था अब्बास भाई?
जो पहली बार जो आलिया को मिलने जाता है, जो फुल चेकआउट मार रही है यार, वो वाला.
अरे गुची
Oh, mine was the green jacket. I fucking fell in love with that green jacket.
हम तीनों में से रणवीर सिंह का एक भी आउटफिट कोई भी पुल ऑफ नहीं कर सकता, पता है?
Bro, I'm pulling
रणवीर
off
सिंह
this
के
shirt
आउटफिट्स आई
right
थिंक
now.
सिर्फ
You know?
रणवीर ही पुल ऑफ
सिर्फ
कर
रणवीर
सकता है.
सिंह, yeah, true.
Before that, let's talk about sequels in general. What do you guys think makes a good sequel? And do you think Bollywood does a good job at them for the most part? We can start with Abbas.
What do you think? What do I think makes a good sequel? I think anything that
Raju
acts
Irani.
like yes, short answer. जो मतलब जो पिक्चर आप पहले वाली पिक्चर की कहानी और कैरेक्टर्स को लेके थोड़ा कुछ और ऐड करे, समथिंग दैट टेक्स इट इन अ डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट अ सिंपल रीमेक ऑफ द फर्स्ट फिल्म, दैट टू मी इज अ गुड सीक्वल. समथिंग दैट shows us that the first story का जो arc था, that is complete. Now we're starting on a new journey with them, and it gives us some familiar beats from the first film, but on the whole it's a new story. It tells us something more about the characters. That's a good sequel. Does Bollywood make good sequels? I would say unfortunately no. In the last couple of years, I think there have been some interesting attempts, but I think for the most part, before we started rolling, I had this take that I think Lage Rao Munna Bhai is really the one really good sequel that I think Bollywood has
So-
churned out.
Yeah. So when you ask what makes a good sequel, the answer is Raju Hirani.
Yeah, Raju Hirani,
Basically.
yes. Because he took Munna and Circuit's character and showed us a completely new sort of side to them. Mostly Munna's character.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also, like an unheard of, like nobody would have expected that to be the sequel of Munna Bhai
Yeah.
MBBS
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah,
It completely came out of left field, and
totally.
I don't know. I think it blew it out of the park. I think it was a very
तो
good,
मुझे-
solid.
मुझे एक बात बताओ, what would you like prefer, like a sequel with the same lead characters but a new story, or a sequel with the same lead actors and continuing the first story. जैसे अब मैं आपको 2 एग्जांपल्स देता हूँ. पहला लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई, जिसमें मुन्ना और सर्किट सेम कैरेक्टर्स हैं, बट इट्स अ न्यू स्टोरी ऑल टुगेदर. पहली स्टोरी से
Right,
कोई
right.
रिलेशन नहीं है उसका, ठीक है. व्हेन इट
Yeah.
कम्स टू फुकरे 2, फुकरे रिटर्न्स फॉर दैट मैटर, आल्सो बाय द वे दैट आई फील कि
Yeah.
एक सीक्वल जो इन लोग ने थोड़ा सही बनाया इज फुकरे रिटर्न्स. नॉट दैट फुकरे in any way is like a cinematic masterpiece, but I enjoy the film.
Hey man, I think Race 3 was a knockout of the park movie. They knocked it out of the park, man. It was excellent. Race
Serious
3,
question.
welcome back. You know?
सीरियस क्वेश्चन
Yeah.
में एकदम बढ़िया जोक डाल दिया आपने बीच में.
I mean, to you it's a joke. I'm completely serious. Gaga.
No, wait, but this
I
means
take
that
my job seriously, man.
there is one more movie we have discovered today that Snayhil does not like. That is not even his guilty pleasure. Can I just give a shout out to that one comment from the last episode? Guilty pleasure
Yeah.
movies, where
Yeah, yeah.
Snehil calls them
What was?
movies.
Yeah.
Just movies.
Yeah, great. That's spot on.
But yeah, so the question was ki, like, what would you rather, like, you know, have it in have in a sequel, कि पहली स्टोरी with the same characters and continue the first story, जैसे फुकरे रिटर्न्स में उन्होंने किया. उन्होंने पहली मूवी एक जो फुकरे थी उसका स्टोरी जो था उसको कंटिन्यू किया विद द सेम एक्टर्स, एंड जहां से दे लेफ्ट वहीं से दे स्टार्टेड द फुकरे रिटर्न्स का प्लॉट.
Yeah.
बट लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई में दे जस्ट टुक द लीड एक्टर्स एंड प्रेजेंटेड अस विद अ न्यू स्टोरी. What would you
Yeah.
rather?
So, can I go first?
Yeah, good idea.
So, I'm going to contradict myself by saying कि I prefer सीक्वेंस जहाँ पे स्टोरी कंटिन्यू होती है, बिकॉज अगर आप न्यू एक्टर्स को लेके, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल भूल भुलैया 2, राइट, लाइक जब आप डिफरेंट एक्टर्स को लेके सेम थीम पे फिल्म बनाते हो, बट यू कॉल इट you title it number 2 or number 3, whatever. I feel like that's more of a marketing gimmick. कि आपको पता है भूल भुलैया नाम देख के जो है वो ऑडियंस आने वाली है, so
Yeah.
you are not able to sell this film on
Absolutely.
its own merit, so you just added that IP in front of it just to get a good opening for the movie.
You
Okay,
just ride on the
but that
franchise
said,
basically.
exactly. But that said, the example I gave, Lage Rao Munna Bhai, is a exception to that. But Lage Rao Munna Bhai is
Yeah.
so unique because उसमें characters वही हैं. Like Munna and Circuit are
हाँ.
still the same, right? But the world around them has changed. And actor like Asthana, played by Baman Irani from the first film, is a Sardar in this film, right? He's a completely new character. Vidya Balan has changed. The heroine has changed. But still, the spirit of the first film is still present. Munna is a bhai, but he's a good-hearted gangster. And by the end, he learns non-violence. So I don't know. I think as long as the spirit of the first film is carried on in the second film, I think it works for me.
I agree. So I hate it when they change the lead actors in sequels. Like exactly what
Yeah.
Abbas said, because it does feel like a marketing gimmick. Okay, you're just using the name of the first movie and making a completely different movie. Because more often than not, when they do change the actors, they completely change the story and the direction the story is going in. Also, more often than not. What I do like, what I don't mind is a completely different story and not a continuation of the same story. I think we have seen enough sequels to be primed for that in various different ways over the years. That as long as the actors are the same, they're keeping the same vibe, they're giving some callbacks for a repeat audience who's coming back to the franchise. I think it works for the most part. But again, Bollywood, because they don't have that good a track record of doing this, they have I think Bollywood has a track record of overdoing the mannerisms, the characterisms of a particular character in the next sequel. Like Hera Fairy 2 is a perfect example of why it did not work. Is because they exaggerated even further the Babu Rao character and how dumb each of those people are. But they weren't that dumb in the first movie, you know. But in the second movie, they're all just dumb people, and that kind of it didn't work. I don't think it worked. But what would you say to this, Snail? Do you prefer the same actors ho, alag actors ho? Do you prefer the same continuation of the same plot, or do you?
No, I would fully prefer
plot?
the same cast. I am not a fan of कि actors change कर दिए, क्योंकि फिर वो franchise का ना वो जो पूरा सार था ना, जो वो एक जिसके अराउंड मुझे वो, जिस वजह से मुझे वो फिल्म पसंद थी, मेरे लिए फिर वो जीरो हो जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल भूल भुलैया 2, अगर वो स्टैंड, मतलब व्हाई कॉल इट भूल भुलैया 2?
Exactly, yeah.
मतलब why call it भूल भुलैया 2? You can just probably call it like some other like
Call it भुलैया भूल because they cast Kartik Aaryan in it. भूल हो गई.
big time भूल. Like I don't know, bro.
Big time भूल.
like, but like just call it any, like it's so. जैसे भूल भुलैया और भूल भुलैया 2 का मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ. भूल भुलैया is not a horror film. It's a psychological thriller. Right? उसमें
It is kind of a horror film also, though.
That's definitely horror element.
नो भूल भुलैया की बात कर रहा हूँ भाई, भूल भुलैया 2 की बात नहीं कर रहा. जितनी बार भी आप
नहीं, भूल भुलैया की बात कर रहा हूँ. There are horror elements, right? Like the whole getting scared of the army Jetuma and all.
That's the thriller part of it, right? But there's no horror extra. Like उसके अंदर paranormal activity कोई नहीं हो रहा है अगर आप script wise देखो तो.
For more on this, you can listen to the Has It Aged Well episode on Bhool Bhulaiya where we discuss this at length. Thank you very much.
You discuss the fact whether it's a thriller or a horror?
Yeah.
But भूल भुलैया 2. हाँ जी, बोलो आप बोलो, कंप्लीट कर लो.
नहीं, मेरे हिसाब से see the conclusion of that film is scientific and they make it like the reasoning for that film is not horror, like a भूत नहीं था, but the build up to that, the Haveli and the whole suspense built around it and all
elements
of that
were there. That's why I call it a thriller of sorts. But जब आप
it's also a who done it. If you think about it, the movie is also a who done it. Because they are trying to realize like who is the ghost who's doing all this shit, and they think it's Amisha Patel's character, but turns out it's Vidya Balan's character. So
sort of, yeah.
Also a who done it. All right, going ahead.
Snayhil still trying to make his point.
और भूल भुलैया 2 जो है, they just picked like मंजुलिका as a character, और उसके बाद में उन्होंने उसके अराउंड पूरा पिक्चर बना दिया, और इस टाइम मंजुलिका एक्चुअल में भूत है. तो you know why call it भूल भुलैया? Just like call it Manjulika for that matter. Just name it another booth, or just call it a different film.
Calling it Bhool Bhulaiya 2,
Tabu is the ghost now. That's the name of the movie.
That gives them the liberty to use Hare Krishna Hare Ram as the song, right?
Yeah,
promotional song.
and Ami Jetumar for like
exactly.
three different versions.
But when has that stopped a movie? They just use old songs and just call it like they just remix an old song in any movie, so they could use it in any movie. Like if it was a horror comedy, right? If it was a thriller horror comedy or whatever we call it, and they had used Hare Ram Hare Krishna, people would be like, Hare ha, makes sense because this song became big in that genre of film, so they're using it back as a callback to that genre of film.
But that's the thing, it's pure nostalgia. The music composer does not even need to come up with a new song. It's just like हाँ उसी को थोड़ा बहुत beats add करके
but
डाल दो.
Again, that's but that's what Rocky Rani ki Prem Kahani mein, that's what Karan Johar also did.
Not really. I would disagree with you. I would disagree with you there.
Bro, no,
but he definitely played on the nostalgia factor there.
He played on the nostalgia factor, but
he did a good.
Pritam still has enough good music in the film, which they could have used to sell, which they did use to sell the film, and then the nostalgia is a surprise for you when you start watching the film. So I would make that argument.
So यही मेरा point था मूवी को सीक्वल्स को लेके, कि अगर आप लोग ने भूल भुलैया 2 just rode on the franchise goodwill of भूल भुलैया. That's it.
भूल भुलैया.
ठीक है, तो वो अब जैसे जॉली एलएलबी में भी यही चीज हुई, राइट? कुछ भी बुला सकते हो यार आप उस पिक्चर को. इट्स अ टोटली डिफरेंट, सिर्फ जज सेम है. मतलब तो मुझे आई पर्सनली, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा फिल्म अच्छी है खराब है, जो भी सबका टेक है, जिसको भी जैसी लगी, टू ईच इट्स ओन, सबको अपनी अपनी तरीके की मूवीज पसंद आती हैं. बट मुझे पर्सनली ऐसा लगता है कि अगर सीक्वल बना रहे हो, अगर तुम उसको उस फ्रेंचाइजी का नाम दे रहे हो, तो आई थिंक डू जस्टिस टू द फर्स्ट पार्ट. कीप द सेम एक्टर्स, कीप द सेम कैरेक्टर्स, सो दैट एटलीस्ट ऑडियंस को, मतलब जो वो देखने जा रहे हैं, वो उस इमोशनल कनेक्ट के साथ, वो उस कनेक्ट के साथ वो पिक्चर को देखें. That is one big requirement for me when it comes to a sequel.
Okay.
So in that regard, are you guys looking forward to Hera Fairy 3 now that Akshay Kumar is back in the movie?
I am. मैं देख मतलब या मुझे हेरा फेरी 3 तो देखनी है यार. Like I am looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to Oh My God 2 also. Like I like
Oh,
मुझे
really?
so I hate the fact that how like again we don't know much about the film. The trailer is not out yet. Most probably
Yeah.
as we record it will be out by in today's time. High chances
Oh, really?
हम yeah high chances कि आज trailer आ जाएगा. But and as I say,
Hmm.
like we don't know much about the film, but I am actually excited because Oh My God, not because Oh My God 2.
I
I'm
get it. I
excited,
get what you're saying. But
yeah,
that's, yeah, you'll always be excited for a sequel because of the first movie only, for the most
because of
part,
the
right?
first film, right?
That's
I
just it.
hate
Yeah.
the fact how they've presented the narrative till now, because and we've talked about it. How they've presented the narrative till now. I am not that big a fan, and I'm not looking forward to it because of the narrative that they've put out
But
till now. But again, it's Oh My God, so I'm hoping they pull out
so
like some good
again,
stuff.
in defense of the OMG2 trailer, I would say it does seem like a different angle, but still seems interesting to me. Does not seem not interesting. So I think it's not a bad trailer for the most part. Maybe it doesn't stick to the
Trailer,
vibe that you're talking about or something.
yeah,
But it still seems like a different take, like a completely different angle, but on the similar premise,
It's a
kind of.
it's a
This is what I'm talking about.
completely different angle, but like I mean, we mentioned this in the previous episode also. The OMG2 trailer is totally serving the star. It's like कि हाँ भाई Akshay
yeah,
Kumar
Yeah,
is going to be the karta dharta of this film. But like I
yeah.
mentioned, if you watch the original OMG trailer, it sets up what the conflict is. Paresh Rawal कौन है, क्या है, picture किस बारे में है. Like I'm not
Oh,
saying
okay,
it's a
got it.
bad thing to keep the premise of the film a secret, but I don't know. It's just the vibe that I get from OMG2 trailer is like it's just gonna be literally worshipping at Akshay Kumar's, Akshay Kumar's presence. Whereas maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe when I watch the film. So
yeah.
I think your
That's exactly
to
what
answer
I'm
your
saying.
question, am I excited for Hera Peri 3? Am I excited for OMG2? Yes, but my expectations for both of them are very low
Very
because I
tempered.
think both
Huh.
OMG2 and Hera Peri both became cult films. Like there are years of
Hmm.
fandom built around those films, so it's very hard to capture that with a
Hmm.
new film. But that's the thing about sequels. Definitely, we all line up to watch them because our expectations are कि वो पहली
Yeah,
वाली picture का feeling वापस आएगा. So I'm excited, but
Yeah.
I'm going to like keep my expectations low for both of them.
Yeah. But also, by the way, we should also mention that this is not exclusive to Bollywood getting the sequels wrong.
Of course, yeah.
Even Hollywood is not great with sequels. It's just the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. Like a lot of sequels are not good. It's a very few and far between where you make a good sequel and people actually like it. It is
Which
quite rare.
leads
So because it
leads me
is
to my go ahead, Antariksh.
no, please leads you to
No,
your
I had a
next question.
question. Apart from Lagera Munna Bhai, is there any other Bollywood sequel that comes to your mind which was better than the original?
See, Bollywood
Of
Lagero
course,
sequel,
Munna
clearly.
Bhai.
Bollywood
See,
sequel.
Lagero Munna Bhai also I wouldn't say was better than MBBS, but it was
I think it
like
was
good
just
Okay,
enough.
as good. It was
Yeah,
very
मतलब it
good.
was
okay,
good. Yeah. So I and again as जैसे recording से पहले मैं कह रहा था वासेपुर का second part
hmm,
I really love. So
okay.
Wasapur, yeah,
but
that's fair.
yeah, मतलब वासेपुर 2
But then
is one of those films.
Vasepur, Bahubali, and to certain extent, I think KGF also. I see both of I see these films as like one long story which was cut up in two parts. But
Um,
but it's fair enough. If you Gangs of Wasepur 2 had completely different characters, it was carrying on the same story. So I get that.
Yeah.
But you think Gangs of Wasepur 2 is better than the first one?
नॉट बेटर बट अगेन एज आई से अभी तक
Okay.
मेरे माइंड में ये कोई भी ऐसा मूवी नहीं है जिसका सीक्वल मुझे बेटर लगा ओरिजिनल से वेरी ऑनेस्ट
Okay.
yeah, and I really
Hmm.
can't think, yeah.
You don't think Krish was
No, I
better
can't.
than Koi Mil Gaya?
Actually, no.
क्रिश 3 वाज नॉट बेटर
Okay.
देन क्रिश
But
दैट्स
I
फॉर
should say,
श्योर
Krish one wasn't a bad film.
धूम
Hmm.
2
But
बेटर
Koi Mil
देन
Gaya is
धूम
better. No, no, not
Really?
at all, man. I don't think
ब्रो
so.
धूम 2
I
बेटर
don't
देन
think so.
धूम ब्रो एनी डे
Any day तो नहीं है. ऐसे बोलता है
क्या
कि
बात कर रहे
any
हो
day.
यार धूम
It's
2
a Thursday
धूम
today,
2
and
was
today it's not.
Dhoom 2 was better for like Dhoom 2 was better. Again, could be my Ritik bias, but then I
Hmm.
fully feel Dhoom 2 was better than Dhoom. Dhoom 2 is the best Dhoom out of the three Dhooms, is what I feel.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I
But
would
I
I
would
would say
still say,
actually for me, if I were to
huh,
rank the Dhoom movies, it would be Dhoom 3, then Dhoom 1, then Dhoom 2. I'm joking. That's not
really.
true. No. Yeah.
मतलब धूम ओरिजिनल धूम थी ना, उससे बाइक्स का क्रेज आ गया था यार लड़कों में. लाइक एवरीबॉडी वांटेड टू बी जॉन अब्राहम एंड धूम 2 वाज अ
Yeah.
ह्यूज हिट, बट
You wanted that haircut.
it didn't give like a craze for something. Like it was a very big hit.
नो डाउट
But
भाई, धूम
I
जो
don't know.
था वो ऐसे धूम जो मूवी थी वो ऐसे टाइम पे आई थी जब हम लोग रोमांटिक फिल्म्स और ये सब बना रहे थे. तो अचानक से जब धूम आती है ना, तो वो पूरा एक वेव चेंज कर देती है. आई
हाँ,
वुड गिव इट,
टाटा यंग आ
आई
गई
वुड,
गाना गाने.
हाँ. सो वो पूरा वेव चेंज कर देती है. बट देन धूम 2 फॉर मी वाज लाइक, अगेन धूम 2 वाज अ स्टेप टुवर्ड्स कि हाँ अब यहाँ से बेटर और बेटर होगा. बट फिर उन्होंने धूम 3 में हक दिया.
It gave us the greatest reverse car music of all time, Snehil, the first movie. So you can't say anything,
Yeah.
okay?
True.
Fair. Did what do you guys expect from Brahmastra 2? You think that'll be good? That's also definitely happening, is what I'm saying. It was also built
I
as
mean,
like
I mean the benchmark is not very high with the first Brahmastra. So
yeah, fair. So then it could well be better, is what you're saying, or it could be just terribly horrid. It could go either way, then, right?
no, I don't think it'll be
भाई
terribly horrid because
हाँ,
go ahead, Snehil.
मतलब दीपिका रणवीर को लेके अगर पिक्चर बन रही है, इस पे भी 200-300 करोड़ लगाएंगे ये लोग. वीएफएक्स तो आई जेन्युइनली फील कि ब्रह्मास्त्र में भी खराब नहीं थे. वो डायलॉग्स का थोड़ा झोल हो गया, नो डाउट अबाउट इट.
हाँ,
बट
हाँ,
वीएफएक्स तो आई फुल्ली फील इसमें भी खराब नहीं थे. तो आई डोंट थिंक कि इट विल बी लाइक अ हॉरिड एक्सपीरियंस. बट आई फील कि ब्रह्मास्त्र 2 वुड बी बेटर देन ब्रह्मास्त्र, आई फील.
Okay, fair. Is there any sequel that you are actually properly looking forward to?
गदर 2 ब्रो.
You're actually looking forward to it.
Bro, I am fully following the proceedings to Gadar 2. I went to watch the Gadar re-release. What they've done is
You saw it with the actors were there, no?
yeah,
In the theater.
yeah. So I went
What
to
was
watch
that
the
like, dude?
Gadar
Did they
re-release.
say anything? Did they say anything in that?
Yeah. So
screening?
this guy Udit Narayan sang the songs. Sunny Deol said that dialogue, Zinda Hindustan Zindabad tha, Zindabad hai, Zindabad rahega, and all of that. The entire bro, there was actually a guy who had Gadar ka original release ka first day first show ka ticket, and he
Wow.
had come with his son to
Man,
the
he
rerun
can probably
re-release.
sell that. He can probably sell that for some little bit change, you know?
So that's what. So मतलब I and मतलब what they've done to the Gadar one is कि जहां जहां पे सनी पाजी चिल्ला रहे हैं ना, पीछे उन्होंने शेर का आवाज डाल दिया. लाइक जहां जहां
तो और गूंजती है आवाज.
जहां जहां सनी पाजी के
और जहां पाकिस्तानी लोग चिल्लाएंगे ना, वहां पे चूहे का आवाज डाल दिया है. तो it's the same, you know? Terrible.
So गदर 2 में मैं पूरा फॉलो कर रहा हूँ भाई. 2 घंटा 50 मिनट का रन टाइम है. ट्रेलर देख लिया है. मतलब अगेन गदर 2 आई नो would not live up to Gadar. Like, I am sorry, I know it will not, but it's just the pure emotion of Gadar that I'm so excited for Gadar 2.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
For me,
Abbas,
that would be Tiger 3. In
Because
the Ekta Tiger series.
on screen together.
Yeah, also because the momentum for the whole YRF Spyverse has built in the last couple of years, right? Like when they were releasing, we all thought they're standalone films. Now that they are officially saying it's part of one universe, I want to see what
Spyverse.
Anyone can be in anyone's universe. Yeah, that's true.
Anyone can be anyone, and how they connect to other films.
Yeah.
And
How soon do you think we
just
see
had
the
some
Mission
realization.
Impossible face rip? How soon do you think we see the Mission Impossible face rip in one?
Very soon. Probably the first scene of
well
Tiger
be the
3.
next one.
We've already
yeah.
we've already seen it in Dawn 2, guys.
Dawn 2, yeah, of course. Where Hrithik becomes Shah Rukh, of course.
ऋतिक ऐसे करता है और अचानक से 6 फुट 2 इंच का डॉन अचानक से 5 फुट 5 इंच का
I would say when it comes to looking
But
forward to
guys,
sequels. Sorry, go ahead.
दोस्तों, time out. As we talk about universes, you know who the new addition to Cop Wars is? So Rohit Shetty's Cop universe.
No.
No, who is it, man? Varun Dhawan.
Rumors, if rumors are to be believed, it's Tiger Shroff.
Oh, I could see that.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I already hate those cop wars movies. I don't like Singham. I don't like fucking Suryavanshi. Because Singham to came out right after Dabangg 1, right? Singham 1 came out right after Dabangg 1. So I always saw the two as comparable, and I feel like Dabangg is a superior film. Dabangg 1 is a more superior film, I feel.
Dabangg best film है भाई.
Yeah. I mean, best तो नहीं है, पर ठीक है. But so because of that, I always feel like Singham 2 is derivative of that whole thing, and then Suryavanshi even further after that.
Which is
and Simba
which is
also.
the other film? The Singham, Simba and Singham are the two cop films. Yeah.
Simba, and Suryavanshi. That's the Akshay Kumar one, no?
Yeah.
What I would say I'm looking forward to the most sequels wise is Tumbad 2 has been announced.
Is there gonna be really?
Yeah, it's been announced by Som Shah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like enough said, man. Anyone who's seen the first movie will be excited for this one and waiting to see what they do the second one.
But
Again,
अगर
I hope they don't ruin it.
तो तब तक हम सब या बूढ़े हो चुके होंगे. हमारे बच्चे पॉडकास्ट कर रहे होंगे. जितना समय
anything
वो
is possible, man. Anything is possible.
गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर जब 80 साल तक मतलब 60-70 साल की कहानी बता दी उन्होंने, तो ये क्यों नहीं देख सकते? Someone has pointed out on Reddit na that Ramadir Singh is like 150 years old by the second film.
Or is it? Oh wow, I have to see this post. I haven't
Something
seen this.
110
But they calculate the number of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nawaz
Because the
becomes like
film
40 something.
The movie starts in 1947.
Yeah.
So yeah. तो तुम क्यों नहीं हो सकता?
Also, Kantara 2 is also coming, by the way.
Yaar, Kantara, only the last 10 minutes I liked, yaar. So I look forward to the last 10 minutes of the sequel, I guess.
No disrespect to the fans of that movie, but it was a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
I think कुछ भी चल नहीं रहा था और लोगों को एकदम से ऐसे कुछ नया देखने को मिला तो चल गई वो पिक्चर. But I don't think they'll be able to recreate the magic of the
Yeah,
first.
They are doing a prequel, so like the second part is actually the first.
But wasn't the
That's
story
what they
of
always try to do.
The backstory of the first film was the prequel, right?
I mean, but they can use the same actor as father and son because that's what it was, father and son only, no? So it just has to be that.
Man.
Tension kya hai?
By the way, I think in like in Malayalam and Tamil and Telugu films, there are way more sequels than Hindi films. I think Hindi films are only catching up to it now.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually absolutely the sequel I'm looking forward to other than Tumba 2 is Pushpa, The Rule. Because I really loved Pushpa, the first one. I thought it was stylistically excellent. Allu Arjun was mind-blowing. Forgive me to say, that was the first Allu Arjun film I've ever seen. And मैं तो पूरा दीवाना ही हो गया उसका. So I'm properly looking forward to Pushpa, The Rule. I think it'll be, again.
Isn't there going to be an RRR 2 also? Haven't they announced it?
They haven't announced it. There was talk about it because people on the red carpet, if I remember, the Oscars red carpet and all, were asking these guys if there's going to be an RR2, and they were like, "Yes, we will be open for it, you know, with their."
आपने थोड़ा और accent डाल के बोलो, हाँ.
Yeah. Yes. All right, mates. I would love to see an RRR too, you know. All right, good
luck. Why was the premiere in Australia?
Film. All right.
अंतरिक्ष के अंदर का रिकी पॉन्टिंग बार.
No, my Australian accent is Chris Hemsworth based, and it's a terrible Chris Hemsworth impression.
The sequel is going to be called Australia. RRR Alia.
Australia. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to some of the other sequel announcements that have come about, if you guys don't mind. No Entry 2 might also be coming
Yeah.
back. Might also be happening.
Could be Fardeen Khan's
Yaar.
return.
Return, yeah. And
Stop,
also like
stop,
only movie
stop
he does
making
and
it
then goes
sound
back
like it's.
into obscurity.
Stop making it sound like Fardeen Khan's return is going to be a good thing, okay?
Oh,
Bro.
huge! I can't wait for Fardeen Khan.
देखो इमरान खान को वापस लाओ तो समझ में आता है फरदीन खान
Bro,
को क्यों
girls
लेके
do
आए?
it, so do boys. Okay, just shut up.
There's gonna be a Mehuna 2 and Zayed Khan is also returning. That's not true.
Oh,
But
guys,
Snayhil is
oh,
excited.
एक second. Do you guys know about the Imran Khan comment?
No, what did he say?
What?
Has he commented?
Bro, yeah. So I'll tell you. So Instagram पे so
What,
मतलब
Delhi Belly
जीनत
2?
अमान जी
Jane tu 2? What?
अरे रुक
Zinat
जाओ
Aman,
देखो
Return of Zinat
हाँ हाँ
Aman,
हाँ
yeah.
सो कहते हैं जीनत अमान जी ने क्रेड के साथ ऐड किया राइट तो उन्होंने अपने इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट पे वो मतलब इंस्टाग्राम पे वो डाला ऐड तो नीचे एक लड़की ने कमेंट किया कि अब तो जीनत जी ने भी कम बैक कर दिया है इमरान खान तुम कब आओगे ठीक है एंड इमरान खान एक्चुअली रिप्लाइड टू दैट कमेंट सेइंग कि
Soon.
ओके let's leave it to the social media 1 million likes on this comment and I'll make it happen and since then all the meme pages and all the film like trolls and
That's
all of this
cool.
everybody is like taking screenshots and sharing it on the stories saying ki, okay go like that comment make it happen ye wo
Man,
ये पर
I'm
ये
just gonna
legit
look.
इमरान खान है.
I'm
हाँ
such
लिटरल
a
भाई मेरा टॉप सर्च हो गया इंस्टाग्राम पे जीनत अमान जी भाई
Okay, wait. I'm
so
gonna
I'm
I'm
such a
gonna check
hater
this.
because I'm just thinking
हाँ.
it would be hilarious if that comment got disliked. But unfortunately, you can't dislike on Instagram.
ये देखो
It would be
कमेंट
hilarious,
है
no? It would be hilarious.
ये देखो कमेंट है जीनत जी ने भी कमबैक कर लिया पता नहीं मेरा इमरान खान कब करेगा एंड
Okay.
उस पे इमरान खान ने
हाँ.
रिप्लाई किया है
मैं
चलो
तुम्हारा तो
अदिति
नहीं हूँ.
लेट्स
चलो अदिति.
चलो अदिति
और
लेट्स
उसका नाम
लीव दिस
अदिति भी है
वन
यार.
टू द
ये
इंटरनेट हाँ
कुछ ज्यादा
ज्यादा ही
कोइंसिडेंस लग रहा है कि उसका नाम भी अदिति है जिस लड़की ने लिखा
and
है.
it already has 1,47,370 likes.
Oh, okay. But not a million. So
देखते
maybe he's
हैं?
not coming back.
देखते
10 lakh is a million, no?
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
lakh
10
is a
lakh is a
million,
million.
yes.
बट ये
9
इमरान
लाख
खान
और
के बायो में लिखा है. इमरान खान के बायो में लिखा है इसके 777,000 फॉलोअर्स है पर लिखा है डोंट फॉलो डोंट मैसेज फॉर कोलैब सेंड वर्ड वाया कैरियर पिजन. ओके इमरान खान.
हाँ sounds like Imran Khan.
Okay, will do. Also
And his
announced
last post was
is
in last post was in, sorry Antariksh, one last thing, his last post was in 2018. 5 years ago.
okay. Fair
Sorry,
man. I
continue.
get it.
Yeah, that's
I
when he
feel
was
you, Imran
active.
Khan.
ये मेरे को क्रेड
Yeah.
का ही कुछ लग रहा है कि कुछ टाई अप है इनका.
मुझे भी
कोई
क्रेड का ही
लड़की का
लग रहा है
नाम भी
हाँ
अदिति है. बहुत ही कोइंसिडेंस लग रहा है. एनीवे.
Okay, हो सकता है. Another movie that's
okay,
been
बस
announced.
कभी कभी अदिति अच्छा सॉरी
यार कभी तो move on करने दो मेरे को.
सॉरी
कोल्ड ओपन मिल गया एडिटर को.
Yeah, that's it. Cold open मिल गया. यार कभी तो है यार. There is Pawan Putra Bhaijan has been
और
announced.
पवन पुत्र
It's the
बजरंगी
sequel to
यार,
Bajrangi
ऐसे कुछ।
Bhaijaan. But it's going to be by the same writer who wrote the first one. Also, the writer of RRR is the same writer who wrote both these.
कबीर
ones.
खान.
By the way,
So,
Kabir
it could
Khan,
be good.
Kabir Khan, who was the director for the first one, has denied all claims.
कि हो रही है कि
हाँ, he said कि Salman bhai hasn't talked to me about it.
ओ तो ये सलमान के ऊपर है
He's
कि कबीर
talked
खान
to-
के ऊपर नहीं है क्या ऐसा
He's
है
talked to someone else about it.
या फराद समझी इज टॉक टू आजा
Yeah,
सीकर
exactly.
बना दे भाई
So I
Yeah.
think if the bunk sequels tell us anything is that you need the correct director to know how to use bhai. So I think the
so you
bunk
mean
one was
Arbaz
done
Khan
by
is
Abhin.
gonna direct
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm.
Bajrangi
Abhinav
Bhaijaan is
Kashyap
gonna
made. Abhinav Kashyap was responsible for the success of first Dabang. The second and third
Yeah.
failed because it wasn't him. So I think same thing with
Yeah.
Ek Tha Tiger also. I think the first one was so good because it was Kabir Khan. But even though the guy who made the sequel shares my name, Abbas Ali Zafar, it was not the same. So I don't know if Bajrangi Bhaijaan I think is a really really enjoyable film, but I don't know if
Yeah.
that can be recreated. that feeling.
Bajrangi Bhaijaan, I feel, is Salman's best work.
I
Like
would agree,
everything
man.
put together
Kind of.
since he started acting.
I fully believe so.
I
Okay.
mean, right up there, I would say, as one of the best Salman films. I would say, agreed.
बजरंगी भाईजान की बन सकती है यार, मतलब इस बार वो पाकिस्तान जाएगा लड़की की शादी कराने, क्योंकि अब वो जवान हो गई होगी। तो लेके एक पहली बार मैंने उसको वापस घर छोड़ा, अब बहन की शादी भी तो करानी है।
The second part
Okay.
was the second part.
Oh, he could be going to
reportedly-
Afghanistan this time and making the Taliban have a change of heart. That could be the movie.
It's reportedly China this time.
Oh shit! He's like, हमारा
Then
land
it's
हमें वापस दे दो,
definitely not
please.
happening.
It's reportedly China, but
So that's a movie that's not releasing in China, guys.
one
It's what it is.
one recent development is ki, I don't know whether it's a sequel or not, but one recent development is that Salman's next project is with this guy Suraj Barjatia, and it's called Prem Ki Shadi.
ओए होए यार
थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ अच्छा टाइटल नहीं रख सकते थे प्रेम की शादी।
एक सेकंड अब्बास भाई, he is the actor who named his film किसी का भाई किसी की जान.
No, not,
I mean,
but that
and,
wasn't a
and
Rajshri
Prem
movie,
Ratan
right?
Dhan Payo also. You know?
Yeah.
हाँ तो
no.
सूरज बरजाटिया ये actually सूरज बरजाटिया's last film was called ऊंचाई because they were climbing a mountain.
Yeah.
So I can't blame
Exactly.
him.
हाँ, so he was like, इस फिल्म का प्लॉट क्या होगा? लीड एक्टर की शादी. What do we call it? लीड एक्टर की शादी. That's the title, guys. You said it.
So the last movie that I want to talk about, the possibility of it happening, because there were again some rumors a while back, was Go Goa Gone 2, and this time it's aliens instead of zombies. So that could work if they, you know.
I would watch that. Yeah.
I also watch. Go Goa Gone का इतना heavy goodwill है ना मेरे mind में.
Yeah.
कि
yeah,
वो
yeah,
Go Goa
absolutely.
Gone 2 में वो कुछ भी कर देंगे ना, I would be like कि हाँ मुझे देखनी है ये पिक्चर.
Yeah. Agreed, man. I would say. Totally agree.
Go Goa Gone was also one of those जो एकदम ही vanilla films के बीच में अचानक उन्होंने Go Goa Gone 2 डाल दिया. Also,
Yeah.
it's very special to me because it gave me Dilli se hu behchod. So holds a
But
very
you
special
had that
place in
before
my
also,
heart.
bro. You तो had that before also. तो tension क्या है? Yeah.
Do you
Anyway,
think Veer Das is too big
uh,
now to return for that sequel?
No, man.
No, I think,
No?
but this time
No.
he would be. He might get more of a star treatment now. You know, where he gets to
That's
play
what-
the zombie
yeah.
instead of Saif Ali Khan.
So
That could be it.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would
Gilly Alien,
actually
sorry.
really love, since we spoke about Imran Khan also, I would love a Delhi Belly sequel. I'm like, all the three actors are still like
Dude,
in
absolutely,
their
man.
prime.
That I would absolutely love.
Yeah.
But then in that, Veer Das would have to be the lead and not Imran Khan, right? Because at this point, yeah.
Not if Imran Khan comes back, as Aditi has
Wow.
mentioned.
Veer Das is like, Shahnaz, इस बार तो मेरी हो.
Are there any other films that you guys would want us to see a sequel to?
That's a good question, man. I
Munna
Dawn
Bhai
3.
for sure.
What did you say, Antariksh?
But Dawn 3.
3.
But that's like
Oh,
whatever.
Dawn 3.
जो मतलब,
जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा.
A
वो बन रही है
sequel?
ना जीले जरा.
नहीं बन रही है. Apparently it's off.
No, it's
still,
on the floors and all.
It's still on. But they haven't
it's on, man.
decided the actors yet.
What they have? It's gonna be Katrina, Priyanka, and Alia. No.
Bro, Priyanka
नहीं, वो
left
तो
the
बहुत
project
पुरानी
3
news
months
है वो.
ago.
Priyanka left.
हाँ.
Apparently Katrina also left.
What?
Yeah. And they offered
Yeah,
the film
very
to Kiara
disappointed.
Advani and Anushka Sharma, and they both also rejected the
मैं जो इतना मार्केटिंग किया है लोग ने बिफोर इवन गोइंग ऑन द फ्लोर कि
हाँ.
हाँ पिक्चर बनेगी 3 लीड्स के साथ.
चली गई.
प्रियंका से लग गया मेरा आइडिया था. अरे मस्त. It just so happened that I was in the market for a women 3 women lead script and Farhan was making it, so it's like perfect happenstance.
No.
And we'll combine
Priyanka
those two
left.
ideas.
Priyanka
What is
left.
rubbish, dude?
Priyanka left the project. Katrina reported. Priyanka left the project. That's for sure. like according to reports. And apparently Katrina also left the project, and now they are
That's
finding
so,
two replacements.
man, that's a very dumb thing. Why would you back out from a Farhan Akhtar project? It might become the next big
Bro,
thing, right?
Priyanka Chopra is getting like 10 times the money for doing that stupid Amazon show. क्या है वो spy वाला show यार?
Yeah.
Citadel.
Citadel.
Citadel she's
I
doing,
know,
and she has to
fair,
roam around the world doing that. So why would you want to like why would you want to get stuck in India doing a Farhan
but
Akhtar movie?
longevity, no, you will be remembered a lot more for a good Farhan Akhtar film than you will be for stupid Citadel, I think.
Bro, Citadel पता है
I don't
बिल्कुल भी
know.
gripping नहीं है, just saying, मुझे तो नहीं लगा.
So one movie that I want to see a sequel to, it's a childhood favorite. I would say Mr. India, because Anil Kapoor still looks the
Hmm.
exact same like he did back in
Bro,
1989.
looks better,
So
But
looks better,
bro,
looks
bro.
but
better.
way to rub it in, Abbas, that Sridevi, you know?
Hey, I mean, I was coming to that. Unfortunately, Sridevi can't be a part of the movie. But I don't know. We can, if we can replace Gracie Singh with Vidya Balan and Manjulika with Tabu, then we can find. No disrespect meant to Sridevi. She lives in our hearts. But most of
Yeah.
the people are still around for Mr. India. Shekhar Kapoor is around, and Boni Kapoor is still around. So why not?
Janvi
Yeah,
Kapoor could play.
yeah. Hey, bro,
Mr.
don't even
India.
Oh.
start, bro. Don't even. No, no, man. Yeah, no. The worst part in the
Anyway,
movie of
actually,
Rocky Rani Ki Prem Kahani is the part where Janvi Kapoor comes in.
you know what?
No, I'm
Actually,
joking.
Amrish
I'm
Puri
joking.
is also not around anymore. So now I'm rethinking this sequel. So maybe not such a good idea.
Wow,
Yeah.
Abbas is rethinking the
Hey,
sequel.
Deepak Dobriyal will play the villain now. He's in
Actually, you
the
know what?
villain
Deepak
stupid
Dobrala
thing.
is Mogambo's son. I would totally watch that.
Yeah, fair. Oh, Shakti Kapoor should come back and play Gogo,
Shakti
Mogamo ka
Kapoor.
bhatija.
भाई
Shakti
अंदाज अपना
Kapoor
अपना के साथ क्रॉस ओवर क्यों कर रहा है?
Dude,
crossover करते
fam.
हैं.
That's a
Hey,
sequel I
which
want to
reminds
see,
me.
but they
Yeah, would
obviously
you guys
ruin
want
it.
to watch an
They will
Andaz Apna
obviously
Apna
ruin it.
sequel?
There is no way they will do it justice. So don't even touch it, man. Don't even bother, I would say. That's what
They
I
were
say.
actually planning to do an Andaz Apna Apna sequel, you know,
बहुत टाइम
with
हाँ.
with Varun Dhawan and
अरे
Ranveer Singh.
no
Oh,
no no
really?
no no
Yeah.
no.
With Varun Dhawan and Ranveer Singh, also with special
Yeah, I had heard
appearances,
this. I had heard this. Yeah.
Salman and Amir. If you
Yeah,
if
correct.
by any chance you remember, मतलब शाहिद कपूर की एक मूवी आई थी वो जिसमें वो गाना है ना, तू रंग शरबतों का
अरे
गाना पता है
फटा
मुझे,
पोस्टर
पिक्चर नहीं
निकला
याद.
हीरो.
फटा पोस्टर निकला हीरो. यस, उसके अंदर सलमान का कैमियो है. राइट, तो उसमें
Yeah.
उसमें शाहिद कपूर जो है वो सलमान का बहुत बड़ा फैन बनता है, और उस सलमान की गाड़ी आ रही होती है तो वो नॉक करके बोलता है सलमान भाई मैं बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ वगैरह वगैरह. वो क्रॉस
They're
करता
like
है.
in traffic next to each other. Yeah.
या तो सलमान शीशा वापस ऊपर रोल करता है, एंड देन ही इज लाइक कि चल यार स्टूडियो ले ले, अंदाज अपना अपना का सीक्वल का शूट करना है, आइला आमिर के साथ फिर से. he says this and then he exits the
नहीं,
scene.
he said, I think he says कि script पढ़नी है, script reading है कुछ.
हाँ, मतलब he mentions अंदाज अपना अपना
He does
sequel.
mention.
Yeah.
But that was an
Yeah,
inside
but
joke
I
because
can't.
our Rajkumar Santoshi is the director of both films.
Yeah.
Correct.
Also yesterday when I was watching Damini, yesterday was the first time I watched Damini, by the way. Yesterday I was watching Damini, and opening sequence mein there's Amir Khan cameo dance
Yeah.
of sorts, and the first dialogue is कि सर आपकी अंदाज अपना अपना कब आने वाली है, and I'm like, oh, crossover.
That's so. No, they used to do that. Like actors would show up to promote their
Yeah.
upcoming film in
Yeah.
another film.
In
Back in the
OMG2,
day.
Pankaj Tripathi will be like, "Hey, प्रभु आपकी
OMG 1
हेरा
का
फेरी
भाई.
3 कब
I
आया?"
don't know.
हेरा मेरी 3 आ रही है, and then he's like जब तेरा मिर्जापुर 3 आ रहा है.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking that current Salman Khan saying "Uy ma" sounds very out of character. I don't think he'll be able to.
Fair.
He'll be like, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
he'll be like, "Uy ma," or like, "Uy ma," or like,
Oh,
"Uy
and
ma."
we won't get Robert back. That's sad, dude.
That's true.
Oh man,
yeah.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just thought of that, dude. That sucks. Oh well. Okay. Okay.
Wow,
Andhadhana, one of the greatest films
sudden
ever.
shift of moods.
But Yeah,
All of us,
I know,
Like,
right?
me and
Which is
Antariksh have
horrible.
realized that our favorite movie characters are not around anymore.
Yeah, man, sad. uh, who would be so if they change the villain, it's not Gogo anymore because I imagine they'll get a more current actor, right? Because that's what they do in a lot of these sequels. Uh, what famous villain, like more present day villain, could this villain be related to? Is a good question to think about.
Rajpal
Maybe,
Yadav.
he's not a present
but
day
who?
villain, bro.
But who will
Arey,
he be
but
related to if he
more.
plays the villain? Who will he be related to? Related to Gogo? Oh, Gogo क्या
Yeah.
अब नया भतीजा है?
हाँ,
Some
हाँ.
like Mojo Jojo or something. I don't know. Okay, fair.
Yeah, sure. Rohan
So
Joshi also works.
Mojo Rojo. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer of Guns and Gulabs. This is not related to sequels, but the trailer of Guns and
I
Gulabs is
haven't.
out. The Raj and DK
Hmm. Hmm.
I saw
new
it.
project with
Web series,
Rajkumar
yeah.
and Dulquer Salman and Gulshan Devaiya and that actor from White Tiger. Uh,
Hmm.
and it looks great. It looks fun and funny and action even. Did you guys watch this? And are you guys excited for this?
I watched it. I'm excited for it. Also, Raj and DK again comes with such a heavy load of goodwill. I am
Yeah, that's true.
fully
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
fully
I
excited
haven't
for
watched
that.
the trailer, but I was just hyped because of the cast and the Raj and DK of it all because they've given, I think, two of the best web series, Indian web series that have come out in the last 5 years, Family Man and Fuzzy. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm very, very excited, but I haven't seen the trailer. I'll check it out.
You
Yeah,
guys also
yeah,
check
check
it
it out.
out.
Very cool.
Yes, yes.
So, all right, guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. Please hit that like button. Please share with everyone. We just crossed 10K, which is, woo, thank you all to all of you. And so, please do subscribe and tell all your friends about us. We do some awesome episodes like this one, which we had already claimed in the beginning was going to be awesome. And it was. also,
And
also check out the
if
other
you
shows.
like it, we'll make a sequel to this episode, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, correct.
And
Suck
we'll
at
keep
it.
the same cast.
And do a job and do a bad job with it. Also check out the other shows on this channel. We have Hazard Age Well, hosted by Abbas and Urjita. We have Pop Rap, which is this show. I don't know why I said other. It comes in. And Just a Filmy Game Show is hosted by me. So please check that out also.
Also in
Thank
the
you so much, guys.
comments, drop your favorite sequels and the sequels that you're looking
Yes.
forward to. There are
Yeah.
a number of sequels that are about to come. Krish 4 भी आने वाली है, War 2 आने वाली है. अक्षय कुमार की जितनी मूवीज आगे आने वाली हैं वो मोस्टली सब सीक्वल्स हैं. Welcome
Also,
3 आ रही है
lastly,
guys and reportedly Nana Patekar and Anil Kapoor have been replaced by Sanjay Dutt and Arshad Varsi. And Akshay Kumar is
Oh.
back in the lead role.
oh, why? I mean,
I
By
don't
the
know.
way,
bad anyway.
Antariksh, this might interest you, but they just announced a sequel to Mac Khiladi 2 Anadi, and it's going to be called Mac Khiladi 2 Anadi.
With the same two actors? Please say yes, man.
It was a joke, Antariksh. It was Mac Khiladi 2 Anadi.
Yeah, but that they could well use that name if they ever do make a sequel of it. So I thought it was totally legit, bro.
Bhai
Oh, very excited.
sahab.
Damn it. Damn it, Abbas.
But yeah.
Okay. Also,
Dude.
lastly, as we said, we already reached 10K on our YouTubes, but the three of us are trying to reach that number on our individual Instagrams as well.
Yes,
So we can finally
please.
get that influencer status, and
Yes.
we can make money from that also. Finally.
Yeah.
So please follow us there.
Please
That'll mean a
go
lot
to
to us.
Zinat Aman's post, cred post, and tag us and ask
Yeah.
people to follow us.
I really hope you guys are liking these episodes that Abbas and Snayhil and me are doing for the last couple of months.
Few weeks. Yeah.
And we've been having a lot of fun doing them and hope you're having as much fun listening to them. Please let us know if there's something you'd like us to discuss, something you'd like us to talk about. Always open to any suggestions and any recommended changes that come in from you guys.
Yes.
That's
yes.
it. Thank you so much. Have a
right.
good week and we'll see you again next week. All right. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
IVM.
Okay, so
But
I think we're done
I-
with the sequels. Okay, not. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
I was about
I
to
said
ask.
Go ahead. Sorry,
Go
guys.
ahead,
Let's interrupt each other again in 3, 2, 1,
2,
go.
1, go.
So I
Pause
was
is waiting.
मैं
Sorry,
बोला,
Abbas,
यार मैं
go
अबे
ahead.